just a day ahead of the interim budget. Look how weak we're actually looking. I mean, of course, yesterday turned out to be quite an earnings reaction day. You had quite a few heavyweights, led by, of course, Bajaj Finance, which on closing count was down a good 5.5%. So we are facing resistance around the 21,800 mark, because day before was a big move day led by Reliance Industries, and we've managed to close sub our 20 DMA as well. And Reliance, after that day before's move, yesterday managed to drag the Nifty lower by about 60 points. That's how massive its contribution was after contributing to a 100-point move just the day before that. Having said that, the broader markets continue in ship shape. You've got the Nifty small cap, which made a fresh record high for itself yesterday, and FIIs are back to selling.
It was a good Monday, but there was no follow-up buying. And absolutely, if I look at the data on Tuesday, markets gave 50% of what they gained on Monday, which means that there is just no follow-up buying, and FIs, they continue to sell. While on the upside, there is a resistance, at lower side, there isn't support, which means that if you really look at the market from the prism of Nifty, market continues to navigate in terms of, up and down in terms of where the price action is moving. Are we in for a decisive move? Now, yes, the budget could give you a near-term breakout or a breakdown. That is entirely conceivable, and that is a function of really technicals, not so much so of the budget impact. So here's the graphic, very simple graphic. Let's look at last 3 years budget. And we are looking at 2009, 2014 and 2019. 1 week before the budget, the market move has been anywhere between 2.5% to about 1%. And 1 week after the budget, the move has anywhere between -4% to about 0.5%. Now, 10 years ago, budget really mattered to the market. But over the years, the importance of budget has got diluted. And considering that this is vote on account, from a market standpoint, this budget may just be a short-term 500, not even 500, I would say a 2.5% kind of a swing event for the Nifty, this way or that way. Now, are we likely to get it today, or are we likely to get it after the budget? That's anyone's guess. But my sense is that this time markets are not just, traders are not trading with one eye on the budget. Traders are trading with one eye on crude and the other eye on FI flows. So frankly, budget is crucial, budget is important, but from a market standpoint, it's not going to move the needle. Let me just give you a breakout or a breakdown. And I think by Friday or at max by Monday or Tuesday, budget would be forgotten. Okay. Impact would be forgotten.
Yeah, perhaps. So it's not really going to be on top of mind for far too long. That's going to be the impact of budget and the markets. And we've got some interesting data really that the team has culled out, talking a little bit about how the markets and even other parameters have moved since the last budget. For instance, the currency has depreciated about 1.7% against the US dollar. This is since last year's budget. Some of the top sectors that have seen a leg up include the PSUs, of course. They have been at the forefront. Real estate, even energy as a basket, and all major sectoral indices have had a pretty strong run. FIIs, though, have been net sellers since the last budget, close to 10,000 odd crore rupees, 10,700. And Nikunj, it's been the DIIs that have really bolstered the market with a 1.7 lakh crore buy net figure. Markets have gained about 23%, and it's the small cap end of the market that has clearly outperformed since last budget with a gain of about 66%.
So, budget again will occupy the mind space today, tomorrow, and hopefully till Friday. But the price action which we spoke about, let's say the price action mid cap, small cap, DI buying, FI selling, they are not just moving because of this big event per se. I guess from a market standpoint, the budget, like I said, could at max be a 2% swing event. Since we are at that juncture right now, the month of Jan has not been an exceptionally strong month, so to speak. FIs have been selling. So it really could be giving you that next swing move, whether we go below the resistance on the Nifty or we go above the support. I think for me, budget really directionally could do that. Expectations are so low. Wherever surprises would come, those stocks surely will see some re-rating. And we'll talk about it as it goes on. So yes, budget important, crucial, but not a market moving event. At max, you may just see a swing move on the Nifty here or there. And I think by Friday or Monday at max, markets would move on.
Yeah, absolutely. But what is not going to move on is the earnings jolt that we've been getting off late. And yesterday was dragged by Bajaj Finance. Today, of course, you'll have L&T as well as Dr. Reddy's too, which the street is going to absorb.
Yeah, so Dr. Reddy numbers are not bad. It's only you can argue about valuations. I mean, for the fact that the specific yes, Remimed is kicking in for them. I think that is something which is going to be giving earnings booster at least for next quarter. Now, brokerages are split right in the middle in terms of how do you value a business like Dr. Reddy, because the stock has seen a run up. So bear that in mind when you're looking at Dr. Reddy. Strong earnings, visibility. But in the near term, the stock is expensive and brokerage is not really gung-ho. There are hardly any EPS upgrades which have come out. L&T is where in the near term you would say that, look, the earnings were not as per what everybody was expecting and anticipating. So you may see a little bit of scuttle here or there. But frankly, if L&T falls, like I said, that Bajaj Finance, if it fell, you should have bought yesterday. Similarly with L&T, if it goes down today, which it may, because numbers in the short term do not excite that adrenaline rush, you should actually be a buyer, because based on FY25 and FY26 estimates, the way things are moving, the way capex is moving, how things are moving on their global front also, I think L&T has scope to outperform, and it should be a part of everyone's large cap portfolio. We spend a lot of time discussing IT, we've spent a lot of time discussing fintech, we've spent a lot of time discussing banks, we discuss defense, we discuss railways, but how much do we discuss L&T? Just think about it. It's not part of the narrative. It's such a constant wealth creator.
Yeah.
But near term, yeah, I mean, markets, you may see some adjustment here because numbers are not that great. But if it falls 4, 5, 7%, I think it'll warrant a buy in my book.